What's up, everybody? It's your boy AC, and welcome to another edition of LA Sports Live. Just thought I'd hit you guys off with another video before I go into work this morning. We got some breaking news out of Miami. I read a couple reports online, and it seemed like old Pat Riley is up to his old tricks again, and he's trying to form his own super team with the Miami Heat. We all know that Jimmy Buckets Butler signed with the Miami Heat, kind of in a surprising move, leaving the Philadelphia 76ers. It was a kind of head scratcher, but as you all know, down in Florida, there's no state taxes, and to play in Miami, hey, it's pretty cool. You can have a lot of fun. But it was kind of a head scratcher for him to go down there by himself. Now we get this report of course, there have been rumors floating around that OKC is trying to maybe move Russell Westbrook to Miami. So that will create a dynamic duo of Westbrook and Jimmy Buckets. I think they will work together. Like I said before, Russ can still run the point. And Jimmy Butler still, he proved when he was with the 76ers that he doesn't mind, especially in the playoffs, that he doesn't mind playing a complementary role. But when need be, he could take over. But what could make it a super duper mega team, kind of like what the Lakers were trying to do, is now we're hearing that the Cleveland Cavaliers are looking in to jump in this deal and become a third team, and they want to unload Kevin Love. So if Pat Riley, I don't know how he could afford this, but I guess there's a way, because we did see them dump Hassan Whiteside, so maybe that was a salary dump a couple weeks ago. When free agency hit, they traded Hassan Whiteside. But anyhow, I'm just curious how they could afford Jimmy Butler, Russell Westbrook, and Kevin Love, because Kevin Love makes a pretty penny too. But if they could put those three together, I think they would be a pretty formidable team. I'm not saying they will win, but the one thing they would have is they would have a lot of playoff experience on their side versus what Philadelphia has and what the Milwaukee Bucks have. The Toronto Raptors, they're out of it. Boston Celtics, yeah, they got Kemba Walker, but what kind of playoff experience does he has? Zero. Zilch. Nada. I don't think they'll be much better than what they were last year. So that was an interesting story. I don't think it's going to happen. That's just one of those rumors floating out on the internet, but I wouldn't put it past Pat Riley. Another interesting story out of the Summer League. I didn't really follow it that much this year because the Lakers, they don't really have, their team is pretty much trash. We didn't have any high draft picks. We have a couple good little players, and when Summer League is over, I will do a video on that, on the guys who did play well in Summer League, who might have a fighting chance, a little smidge of a chance of making the Lakers roster. But another story out of Summer League, I know you guys heard about Zion, got pulled after one game. That one game they were playing when they had the earthquake, they had to stop the game, and he was injured in that game. I guess he bumped knees with another player, and Griff, the GM of the Pelicans, said, I ain't taking no chances, and he pulled him from the rest of the Summer League. But I don't know if you guys saw this video of Griff where he was talking about Zion, and he was pretty much calling Zion a fat ass and saying that he came to them out of shape and that he's going to have to put in a lot of work over the summer. There was a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but there were some people who were kind of talking bad about Zion when, and saying that maybe he shouldn't be the number one pick, and that they got to monitor his weight, and that they're going to have to put him on a strict diet. And Griff pretty much came out and confirmed all that stuff and said Zion came in severely out of weight. I'm not particularly sold on that guy. Yes, he dominated high school. Yes, I guess you could say he dominated college in his 1 year at Duke. But the dude is only 6'7", and he's 280. Just for a point of reference, Lonzo Ball is 6'7". He plays a point guard. And, I mean, I know Zion is bigger and stronger than him, but I'm just saying, 6'7", 280, I don't know how much more he's going to grow as far as height. But he's going to have a serious, he's going to have a serious nutritionist and be serious about his weight, because I don't really see, me personally, how his game translates to the NBA. I might be wrong. Time will tell. We'll see. Another story I wanted to get to you, to talk to you guys, is about, in retrospect, about the Lakers, as far as free agency is concerned. Maybe we shouldn't have gone after Kawhi. Maybe we should just built out our team, spent the $32 million wisely, and just create a complete team. Not criticizing Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka. He ended up doing a great job, even having to wait to pretty much wait for Kawhi's decision, and then had to pick from the leftovers. But maybe in retrospect, that was the route they should have taken. Because you talk about a third star, I guess Kawhi Leonard is definitely worth waiting for, worth taking a shot at. But I always felt that the Lakers already had their third superstar in Kyle Kuzma. Now, going back a year ago, I always did prefer, before the trade went down, of course, I always did prefer Brandon Ingram over Kyle Kuzma. But now that the trade went down, Lonzo, B.I., and Josh Hart went to the Pelicans, and we were able to keep Kuzma. If you look at his stats, Kuzma scored, about 18 and a half, 4 and 3 in his second season. And a lot of times, because of all the injuries the Lakers had last year, Kyle Kuzma was forced to carry the load, scoring-wise, because Lonzo missed a lot of time, Brandon Ingram missed time, and we all know LeBron James missed about 20 games with his injury, and then with also with the load management deal. So, my point is, the Lakers may already have the third superstar, and with so much focus going on LeBron and AD, especially with LeBron moving to the point, which was previously reported, and all the focus going on AD, Kyle Kuzma is not going to get double teamed anymore. He's going to get wide open shots, wide open looks. And you guys know he's been working with the lethal shooter to work on his some of his shooting and some of his footwork in the offseason. So hopefully in his third year he will take some leaps and bounds in his game, and they will basically have their third superstar. And then you combine him with all the veterans that they picked up and the veterans that they bought back, like Rondo, JaVale, and KCP. I think it's going to be a good year for. At least I would say I'm optimistic that Kyle Kuzma, I call him KK, but Kyle Kuzma will have a breakout season this year, and I think he may score 20 points a game. And another thing that I hear all this stuff about, people talking about, the Clippers are going to be the best team in LA, and they got a better team than the Lakers, and they got the best duo in the league. Look, the Lakers now have, the only bad thing about the Lakers duo of LeBron James and Anthony Davis is that LeBron James is 34 years old. But the Lakers clearly have the best complementary and the best duo in the league, LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Look here, I'm a Lakers fan, and do you guys remember when the Lakers had Kobe Bryant? He was tripping, he was requesting a trade, and then Jerry West hooked us up, and we traded for Pau Gasol, and they clicked just like that. And next thing you know, they're making playoffs runs, and then in the second year, first year they went to the finals, then the second year they won it. People don't realize how good Anthony Davis is, because he's been in basic obscurity down in New Orleans for 7 years. Dude is a bad dude, and he's much more talented. Well, look, he's more talented than Pau Gasol was. But let me tell you something about Anthony Davis. Out of the 4 top players in Los Angeles, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, and now Paul George, Anthony Davis is the youngest. I don't think he's fully reached his max potential, because now he's playing with a player like LeBron James, who will help him reach his max potential. I'm not saying he's going to make him better. I'm just saying Anthony Davis is not going to have all the focus on him, so that will kind of help free things up. But not only the league, not only fans, but people league-wide, they don't really realize how bad Anthony Davis is. That's a bad dude, because he hasn't really got a lot of exposure. Because you tell me this, when's the last time you seen the Pelicans play on national TV? The only time I see them is the 2 times, well, however many times they would play the Lakers, but they would only be on TV a couple times. Really, I would only really maybe see them one or 2 times on TV. Anthony Davis, and then on the one time then when we played the Lakers, the home game, I believe on the road game, Anthony Davis didn't play, but in the home game, Anthony Davis, when they played the Lakers, he was busting our ass. He was busting the Lakers' ass. That's a bad dude. So my point, like I was saying, out of the 4 players, Anthony Davis is the youngest, and he has not reached his true potential. So all these people out there talking about the Clippers, you guys better keep your eyes out for the Lakers, Anthony Davis, LeBron James. And this thing about him being fragile, and is he going to stay healthy? Paul George is having 2 shoulder surgeries this summer. He already had one. He's about to have another. Y'all ain't even talking about, he's not even going to be ready when the season starts. He's not going to be available. He's probably going to miss about 10 to 15 games, maybe more, at the beginning of the season because of his shoulder surgery. So guess what? That means probably little to no training camp, definitely no preseason. The Clippers, they're going to have to hit the ground running, because the West is going to be so competitive. They're going to need to hit the ground running, and they ain't going to have no time to, gel or whatever. They're going to have to hit the ground running, and it's going to be all on Kawhi until Paul George gets there. And he's coming off double shoulder surgery. So how long is it going to take him to get into the right playing shape? Hopefully the Lakers can hit the ground running, because I know they're already Kyle Kuzma is actually in China right now, but I know when he comes back, him, AD, and Bron are going to be down there on a set of Space Jam, running together, playing together, and starting to get acclimated. So I believe the Lakers are going to be they're being very vastly underestimated, and the league better look out. All right, man. Hey, you guys, I got to roll. I got to go into work. Grab me something to eat, some coffee real quick, and go into work. I hit you guys back later.